How's it going, folks? Voodoo Stache here. What I want to go over is a quick way for you to help get your pelvis to get itself to turn back inward. A lot of us will end up having our pelvis kind of externally rotated out like this. Your pelvis is like this all the time. Your leg bones are rotating out like this. And what will happen, you'll get a shortening across like your butt cheek here, down your lower back, like that line kind of where your hip and back meet. There's a lot of times where a spot that's really tender. And there's oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes it's a result of your hips being always opened up this way all the time, shortening all that tissue down there. So this little drill is a way of breathing, getting your breath to calm everything back down and start getting your pelvis and your leg bones to internally rotate back to where they're supposed to be, which will give you a lot more freedom in all the different movements that you perform. So we're gonna try this thing out. So we're gonna get up against a wall. You're gonna take a yoga block, you're gonna throw that thing between your knees here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna focus in on this internal rotation here. So there's 3 steps. Part 1 is I'm gonna tuck my pelvis. So I tuck my pelvis like this, making my ab muscles hard here, pressing my lower back down through the floor. So I tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay, I got that hard. That's part 1. Part 2, I'm gonna start walking my feet out away from each other, and that's gonna take my leg bones and force them to internally rotate this way, causing that pelvis to internally rotate as well. And then I'm gonna get to that position as far as I can comfortably go, and I'm gonna hang out right here for a bit. I'm going to, 1, squeeze my knees together a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull my flat foot down against the wall while maintaining this. So step 1 is tuck, tuck, tuck. Step 2 is gonna be squeeze, squeeze, squeeze these guys. And then step number 3 is gonna be pulling your feet down through the floor. Down through the wall. So I tuck, I squeeze, and I start pulling down. I'm gonna feel a lot of work happening in my lower core here. I'm gonna focus on these nice, deep, slow breaths, making my rib cage expand. If you go too far like that, you'll get a cramp here in your TFL line, like your TFL, that muscle on the outside here, connected to your IT band. So as soon as you lose the tuck, you'll start getting too much work back and through. So you're trying to avoid that. So we're going to tuck, tuck, tuck your hips and start with maybe just a little bit of internal rotation like this. A little bit of pressure, pushing together, a little bit of pull, pulling that foot through the floor. Feel this staying rock hard the whole time and breathe there. Feel your rib cage expand, keep your neck relaxed as you do that. Long breath out. Long breath in and hold, long breath out and hold. Now again, the goal of all this is the more time you spend in that position breathing like that, the more your body gets calmer, 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 and it starts allowing all those things to go back to there. It's used to being stuck and pulling out. We're doing all of our work to bring that thing back in. So you're having some lower back pain, go ahead and hop up on the wall and try that stuff out. Let me know how it goes.